The next movie I saw on February 22nd was Gummo, and I feel terrible about this. I did a mewing meme for the drawing just because the main character, Solomon, has like a very weak chin. But I'll tell you the really interesting story that brought me to watch Gummo in the first place, which was, I'm pretty sure, I'm like 99% sure, I was scrolling through Twitter, formerly known as X, follow me on Twitter at PersimmonSA, but I was scrolling through Twitter, and it was probably something like wildest TikTok screenshots, or maybe it was some other random account, a screenshot of a TikTok of some girl, probably some white girl, saying, oh, you think Saltburn is the most disturbing movie? Here are some more disturbing movies. And one of them was Gummo, and I saw that, and I'm like, wait, isn't that a 6ix9ine song? And so I looked that up, and I'm like, oh, what? It turns out that, first of all, 6ix9ine is cultured somehow, but second of all, that song, Gummo, is based off of a movie. And so I watched the movie, and here it comes. I really, really liked it. It was really great, Gummo. And it's about a tornado-ridden town, Xenia, Ohio. Ohio, down in Ohio, where they're mewing and have weak chins. But it follows these characters, Solomon and Tumblr, as they just like go around and like they just go around the town, and it follows them, but it also follows like a bunch of random characters, as well as having like random cutaways to random people in the town, as everyone's like super eccentric or like disabled there. But I'll say something I find interesting is that I think the fact that the director, Harmony Korine, specifically chose bad, like people that were new to acting. The whole thing is like the acting in that movie is like really bad, yet at the same time it's like impeccable. It's amazing because they're all very naturally able to play eccentric and like weirdo characters through the way that they're bad at acting naturally, like there were all, I believe, almost all of the characters introduced in that movie are somehow very, as well as, it's just very well done. All of the characters introduced in the movie, despite occasionally being only shown for one singular scene, are developed very well through their story. Oh, I'm seeing now one of the comments, I said, only in Ohio. But that movie was just really good. And as time passes on, I feel very nostalgic for that movie. It just feels it's a simple movie. In its essence, it's just kids having a fun time. And it's something that I desire to have. No, I don't. But it's something that just feels very freeing, that type of movie, as well as just the way it was shot and told. Yeah, it was a really great movie. And then this is a sketch of Solomon at... Oh, there was some amazing scene. I'm not gonna say it was a disturbing scene. Oh, but also here's another thing. The Gummo that was supposedly described as the most disturbing movie ever. I haven't seen Saltburn. It's just sex, I'm pretty sure. But the most disturbing movie, more than sex, was Gummo. The only disturbing part, there were like a couple of dead cats in that movie. Hey, there were a couple of dead cats. That's all I can say. But yeah, it wasn't really that bad, disturbing-wise. It didn't get me. There was there were a couple disturbing parts, but I didn't find it that disturbing. Yeah. And this was a sketch of Solomon from one of the scenes. One of my favorite scenes. If you know, you know. Hey. But I'm not going to describe it. It was kind of vulgar. But it was a really, somehow, at the same time, extremely heartfelt scene. Okay. One of the actors in Gummo, Chloe Sevigny, I somehow noticed, and I saw that face and I went, what the fuck? I've seen that face before. She was in, I think only my Twitter folks, follow me on Twitter at @PersimmonzA, will realize this. She was in the Charlie XCX 360 music video. And I noticed her face and I went, what the fuck? And then I looked at her on Wikipedia and it said, yes, she was in fact in that movie, in that music video. And she was also in American Psycho, which was really crazy. Thank you. But Schenectady, New York